welcome to the Nellie and Eve podcast. This is episode 6. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've a returning viewer, thank you ever so much. And if you're new here, I'm Helen, and I am the owner and dyer behind Nellie and Eve Plant Dyed Yarns. And you find me here outside my studio today because the weather is so beautiful. Slightly unseasonally so, one would say, for the end of October in West Wales, UK. But I'm going to enjoy it all the same because the leaves are all on the ground and looking beautiful. You can see the beech hedge behind me turning the most beautiful colour. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to come out here and chat to you. I hope that we don't get disturbed too much by, I don't know, low-flying birds or something. So anyway, I'm going to crack on and just have a bit of a chat about my finished object and my latest whip, and then some dates for your diary to pop in and save like little markets and stuff that are coming up. And then a chat about a new series of blogs that I'm doing. So settle down with your favourite beverage and perhaps your crafting project of choice, and we'll get started. Okay, so what I've got to show you today is my finished object that I've been working on over the last month. And for those of you that are new here, I have become a serial test knitter for some reason this year. But what I found about it is that it's really pushed my knitting skills, and I'm really enjoying the process. So this is test knit number 4, I think, maybe even 5, I can't remember. And this is a beautiful design by the lovely Nora from Fox and Folk, and she has designed a garment using my yarn, which is really wonderful of her. She's used the Welsh Jacob DK, which has been new to the store this season. It's a locally grown fleece, spun in Wales and hand dyed by me, and it is beautiful. This is a dye. This is dyed up colourway in Mulberry, and the garment is the Herblore sweater. And this is it. I'm not actually going to put it on because I've actually knitted a size or 2 bigger than for me normally. So this would look slightly oversized on me, and you wouldn't actually get to see how lovely the design is, really. So this is it. I have chosen to make the vest version rather than the sleeved version. And as you can see, there's lovely panels of cabling and textured design all the way through the front and the back, and some lateral braiding thrown in for good measure. It is delightful. I love it to bits. It's a really lovely pattern. And this particular size, which was a size 4 or 5, takes 3 skeins of my yarn. So pretty economical for a sweater of this size. I think from armhole to armhole, this measures about 23 inches across, just to give you an idea on size. But look how lovely that is. Look at the stitching. There's lovely stitching there. So it pushed my boundaries a little bit. I had never done the knot stitch, and equally I hadn't actually tried this stitch before either, which I think works really nicely. So that is Herblore sweater. The test has only just finished, so I'm not sure when the pattern will actually come live, but please be sure that I will let you know here and on all my socials, on Instagram at Nellie and Eve, Facebook and Threads. You can find me there too, and on my website, nellieandeve.com. I think she's hoping to get it out sometime in early to mid-November, which would be great for perhaps your Christmas cast on, maybe. There you are. I've said the word already. I've said Christmas. It's out there. Still too soon for me, but we've got to talk about it, haven't we? Because we've got lots of plans. So anyway, so this is the finished object I wanted to show you, and I'm really happy with it. It's really great. So next up, I have and my latest whip. Well, guess what? It's another test knit. It's going to be the last test knit of the year, and I think it's a goodie. Well, they've all been good, but this one I can talk a little bit about, and I can share with you some of the details, but not all. So it's test knit from lovely Laura Penrose. And you'll see the pattern on her socials. It's the Midland Cardigan. So I will show you a little picture of it here. Perhaps I'll just put a picture up for you, but that is the Midland Cardigan. I don't think I can give much away there. And all I will say is it's all garter stitch, which is really lovely. And it has a really interesting construction, which again is all I'm going to say. But I am going to show you the lovely colour I'm using. And this is roasted chestnuts, again in my Jacob DK, which I think is going to look lovely. I'm alternating the skeins. So that I get some variegation going through it, which I'm really loving, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a super pattern so far, so good. So that is the finished. Oh, sorry, that is the whip. Gosh, yeah, that's the whip. The next thing I wanted to chat about is some dates for the diary. And other things that I've been doing and planning for the months ahead. So if you can get all the details, by the way, if you sign up to subscribe to my newsletter email, which I try to send out maybe once a month. And there you'll get all of the information firsthand, first instance as well. It's where I share all of my information first and foremost. So you can find all the details of that on my website too. So the newsletter is going out, and dates for the diary are on there too. Some of which I would love you to mark. So there is going to be a festive shop update on the 16th of November. And that will include some knit kits and some special items that I've gathered from lovely makers, including a series of Welsh Lady notion pouches and project bags, which very rarely make it to the shop because I usually sell them at in real life events, and they never make it onto the website. But this particular collection will be specifically for the website. They are beautiful. They've been handmade by a lovely friend, Lindsay Brown Designs, who is the wonderful person behind Bumblebees, which is my local yarn store. And she is a wonderful seamstress sewer too, and she does the most amazing freehand machine embroidery. So the notion pouches are beautiful. They're made from wool tweed, and they've been lined in a pretty cotton. They will be on the festive shop update, along with some new mini skein sets in my Welsh DK and 4-ply Jacob range, which I haven't brought out up until then. And I thought I'd bring those out so that it would help to give you colour work options. And so there'll be mini skein sets in the shop. There are some cracker tea light little sets from the wonderful people at the Botanical Candle Company, and I'm really, really chuffed to pieces about these. I mean, they're wrapped in a cracker shape to start with, so they're a delight. But the scent is incredible. And you know, if you've seen the other podcasts, I'm a candle nut. These candles are just simply the best. So I'm really pleased to be having them in the shop. What else can I give you in the Festive Makers Market? Oh yes, another little something to share with you. I will have knit kits for these mitts. A great little project for you to quickly knit up as a gift, or for yourself, obviously. These didn't take more than just over a weekend to knit these up. They're a cute, really cute design. Again, in my Welsh Jacob DK, this is in natural. You will have the option of natural and certain colourways, and it will be a 1 skein kit in a lovely little cloth project bag, with all the details to upload the pattern to. So they're coming to the shop as well, along with some other things. For now, that's all I'm going to share with you. So that's a date for the diary, 16th of November. And then also there will be an in real life makers market in December, the 7th and 8th of December, in another local town in Llandilo, West Wales, Carmarthenshire. If you're in the area, please pop in. All the details are on my website now under the events page, and there is a whole group of makers who make the most incredible quality items that will be good for gifts, again, for yourself or for someone equally as special. It's going to be a great weekend. I'm only going to be there on the Saturday, the 7th, and I will be bringing my kits along to that, as well as some other little yarny goodies. So that's the 7th of December. But I will remind you about that on the socials a little bit when it's coming up a little bit nearer to the time. So that's kind of what's happening here. Also, I have done a series, or I'm starting a series of blogs that will be on my journal page, in collaboration with a lovely girl called Jenny Walker from the Knitted Wardrobe. And me and Jenny have been pals on Instagram for quite a while, and we then finally met up at Unravel Autumn in September, and we are kindred spirits, shall we say. It's been a delight to meet her, and it is a delight to be working with her on a series of blogs that aim to promote natural wool fibre, how to get the best out of the yarn selection and garment selection that you want to create, because some yarns aren't good for some garments. And we'll talk a little bit about the properties of natural dyeing, and possibly how natural dyes promote well-being. We'll go way down the wormholes of mindful crafting possibly as well. But in the first series, the first blog, we are talking about Superwash Yarns. And for anyone that knows me, knows that I am never going to use Superwash Yarns. but I'll tell you why in the blog, and why it's just a thought, promoting, provoking even. It's talking about how superwash yarns are created, and just kind of giving you more information about it. Not preachy, not telling you what you should and shouldn't do or use, but there's not too much written about it out there, and I quite like to. I feel that in my yarn practice, in my yarn business, my yarn business is my kind of my living, how I live. It's a mindful practice, and I want to help promote, help provoke thought on wool and natural fibre. So that's the reason why I've done the blog. That's a bit of a long way round of telling you about it. I'm really sorry. But there's more to yarn than just the dyeing and the selling, in my opinion. And it all is there for you to read if you would wish to. So first in the series is about superwash yarn and what it's all about and why we have it in the first place. And aptly, the title for this time of the year is A Body Without a Skeleton, Stripping Wool Bare. And I'm not going to talk about that so much anymore. You'll have to read all about it on the journal. So it's a collaboration with me and Jenny, and I really look forward to hearing your thoughts on it, actually, because like I say, it's thought-provoking, hopefully, and I kind of want the conversation, because if we never talk about things and we keep doing what we're doing, or doing what perhaps we possibly think we're being told to do, then possibly we'll never learn or change or just grow and evolve. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm doing it. That's one of the reasons why I started all my wool workshops as well, to promote natural fibre. It's so overlooked even now, and it has so many merits. So that's on the blog. After this, I will put a little vlog together about a little trip that I did to the National Woolen Museum, not too far away from here. It's the most amazing place. It has fully working spinning mule, an original one to the mill from the 1800s or so, which in the vlog isn't working, but it does work and it is incredible. But even to just see the delights of it, it's amazing. And so I'll take you on just a little tour of the woolen mill. If you're ever over at Dravark, Velindre, then take a little trip there, because believe me, it is well worth it. If you really like wool, or you are just intrigued to know more about the process, it's really worth a visit. I'll put all the details below as well, so you can look them up. Well, here we are at the end of October. Like I say, the sun is out. The dye garden there's still calendula growing, but it's slowly going to sleep for the wintry months. But all the leaves on the floor, like I say, on the ground, but the colours and the weather have been just a delight. I don't know about you, where you are in the world. Well, certainly in the Northern Hemisphere, where we're having autumn right now, it seems that the colours this year have been just spectacular. So I'll give you a little footage of the dye garden and my view behind me and how the mountains change every day. And that is it for me. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to come on here and say. Just say, it's just delightful that you could join me again. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. Do all those things. It would be super duper. I really appreciate your support, and I'll catch up with you next time. Bye bye, and have a lovely day. Take care.
Machines are original. The spinning wheel is always here, and one of the larger. Travels across the loom, that's a pick. Every time a pick occurs, the shafts change order.